angels of love and light to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Thanks so much for your help while getting better, or in order to get better. I really, really appreciate it because those are the only energetics that I'm aware of that have helped significantly while being bedridden. And that's been like this for the past couple of days. So that would be Saturday, Sunday, but mainly, yeah, Sunday, yesterday. Actually, no, it was Sunday, Monday. That makes more sense. Yeah, so today's Authorizing Officer Tuesday. I'm just realizing that. And so, I know it was a little weird, awkward the way I worded this. While I get better, things that I need to know right now. So it kind of implies that I'm getting better in the now, within its constancy. So that's a very good thing, I felt. And so I'm just going to leave it at that. I know that, you know, there's a certain percentage of energetics that would rather me pace my readings or my broadcasting anyway, fewer than the times that I come on here. And it was just, it was a harmless suggestion, you know, thrown out in the ethers. But I, you know, like absence makes the heart grow fonder. And I don't know if I'm trying to win hearts here. I think that's another issue in itself if that arises. But it doesn't have to be. I'm just, I don't think that's my incentive with a towel on my head, you know, a beach towel on my head, trying to protect myself and get better. But it helps significantly in closing out or protecting my crown chakra. I know that sounds weird, but if you're in it and you know the drastic difference between it on and off, especially when attacked, when you think that you're gonna have extra or plenty of time to do this and that, yeah. So, regardless of what other people's math looks like, this is what adds up for me. And so while I'm getting better, I mean, like, I threw up a couple times today already, but it was like, it wasn't like your obvious, how do I say it? It was the least dramatic of any time that I've thrown up while being attacked. Give me a second. There we go. Just had to tighten it just a little bit. Yeah, so that's how I know it was an attack for sure. Like the aggravation, the food that I ate, the immediately burping with the emptiness, and it's like, that's and then like, random waves of emotion. If I combated that portion of it, it's somebody else's energy. And every time I recognize that and verbalize that, even in thought, it stopped. It was not me. It was somebody else's stuff somebody was trying to dump on me. Like, it's crazy. I don't even understand. But anyway, this is the wonderful thing about this is on the recipient end is that this is an absolute breakthrough. Authorizing Officer Tuesday brings me, and you know, well, it's leaning towards that. It's the eve of it anyway. So this is part of manifestation. I didn't think I was going to get on here because I could not even stand light, audio, even my voice. It's like it was a little loud. Like Alexa could not even hear me. That's the level of audio that I was at in verbalizing. So, karma catches up, you know? Karma is not the one to really catch up. Karma is very well played. So, I just got note somebody is here. Even though it's a 0 head count, I got note that somebody specifically well known is here. And they gave me the identity of the person, but I don't really want to say it. I don't want to say it. It's not a bad thing at all. In fact, I believe it to be a good thing. But I don't know why I tell you all these things. I don't know why I tell you these things, like it matters or something to you. But this is a note for me in seeing where things go. Okay, so not on the content, but it's more so like when I receive information, the timeliness of all of that. So anyway, first part of this is the recipient side. It is the closing of chapters. It is 21. It is the world card right there. You see? That's how I know it's a breakthrough. We are using the Fairy Lights Tarot. I intended on doing this a little while ago, but I really feel there's an order to everything, and that's not all man-made. So I'm just going to leave it at that and let spirit, you know, work out what needs to be worked out. And I think part of that was maybe the absence, you know, something grows fonder or whatever. But I think it's more of like, there was one reason, I totally forgot what it was right now. I'm forgetting what it is right now, but there is a specific reason that I was not supposed to get on. And so I apologize in advance if I'm a little darty. I can't really look at the screen because still there is a lot of light. Yeah. But on the doing side, manifestation side is no BS. You know how wonderful that is? Things that I need to know, or while getting better, things that I need to know right now. Closing of chapter, and I can stay nestled in this closing part because it's already a breakthrough. On my feed, for the past couple of days while ill, I didn't even have a chance to even like listen, look, or whatever at it. In fact, my speaker was down for just a while. On like a separate Bluetooth thing. So it said something about blessings that are coming to you regardless, you know, you got it either way. It doesn't matter what you do right now. Like how do I say it? You can't add any other points to it. You already won. So this is showing me that. And I guess when I got shit tons better, I woke up and I checked my feed and it wasn't there. And I thought, oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's still yours. Doesn't mean it. It doesn't change just because somebody else or like my feed is not showing me at the moment. There's a lot of competing interests and a lot of man-made interference. So, you know, I just cannot speak highly enough of the helpers that I got in healing. I would note that some of them had other intentions in mind as well, or a side piece agenda kind of. And so I felt that, and it was not good. So I just went straight to Archangel Raphael. And I know this sounds all, you know, like religious fanatic, but no. And dude, I cannot tell you like how instantaneous that help was. Oh my goodness. Not that. His help was for sure. So no BS. Okay. That's on my doing side. So, let's fill in the blanks here, or my divine panel. What do you want to tell me right now? What should I know right now while I'm getting better? I was just gonna go straight to bed, but like I feel a ton better, even though like I brushed my teeth and in the back of my throat I still feel like that orange juice throw up. I am surviving on like whatever I ate I can fit on the palm of my hand. Look, I tried my beloved my beloved bread. It's just been sitting upright, like I can't finish it. Okay, so I fit 4 strawberries on here, and that's what I ate. That's what I ate today. Yeah, that's what I couldn't even eat the whole thing. It just got turned off. So, oh yeah, okay, so what are we gonna say here? It's the Page of Swords. So this is the intern, this is the learner, this is knowing that there is, how do I say it? I've always said this, anytime that, and I'm probably not the only one that has said this, but anytime you add or subtract, no, I know this for a fact that I'm not the only one that's saying this and knows this, but anytime that you enter or exit an establishment that incurs change, and same with if it's someone else into your life. So when we're looking at collaborations pending incomings or outgoings, that means that we're put in the place of the Page of Swords. We're learning. We're learning how to conduct ourselves during changes. And so, you know, stuff gets thrown onto our plate, whether we opt in or not. And so, from there, you know, we can become combative. And from there, even though we didn't originally opt in, we can opt out. And that's going to cause a little bit of friction, of course. So, you know, I found that in several places of life, and for the most part, it's proved to be beneficial because I'm here where I am right now. And I can consider that I am successful in in knowing the differences of what types of attacks are used. So I haven't felt these things before when I was very compliant with the world, with the establishments I was brought into. That simply didn't work. The other energetics were quite disagreeable. And so all of that was practice to get me here. And there's much more along the way. So I am hoping with this new establishment that it's just haterdom on the outskirts. Like you can't get in the visit. Something about not being able to get into the club, like something like that. What is that song? Holy smokes. Anyway, yeah, you can't talk to those backseat drivers. You can't consult with them. So, what were we saying with that? I think that's just about it for right now. We'll just leave that be, okay? Because I feel like I've talked about that so much on my content. And so, okay, it puts us in that that realm. Well, I'll go ahead and speak for myself on this particular note, because the advances that I'm seeing, oh yeah, as far as the attacks that are coming, it's not coming from upcoming establishments. I don't believe that. And if it is a possibility, I would hope not. But it has to be from the closing portion. No, this is already a closed case, so it can't be from that. I feel like it's from the outside, haters from the outside. And I got a little bit of a flavor of this because someone that I'm subscribed to on this channel is I'm newly subscribed to anyway, but they've been around for a bit. But their videos only go back as far as back as 2 years ago. Yet they just reached a couple mil on subscribers, and I'm just like, naturally gets you thinking about yourself. And you know, if you're a hater from the outside, you're like, oh, well, they're not even that, like, what am I compared to them? If I'm a very, 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 very small fraction of what it looks like on the outskirts. I mean, the type of content we're producing is different, but it doesn't, I don't know what it is. So I can't feel like I'm at a lacking. I'm just happy for that person. And so, you know, that's the human condition gone through. And how long did I process that? Within a few minutes, if not seconds. Isn't that crazy? Good. Pat on the back. Let's just dust all of that bullshit off, okay? Okay, well, it's the witching hour, and we're in transition. It's already 12:01. Fan-freaking-tastic. Does my breath smell like throw up? Hold on. No. I couldn't stand the mintiness while getting better, so I know that when you throw up, it, that's acid fucking with your up here, you know? So, at the very bare minimum, ladies and gentlemen, and all, you know, it's just, if you don't know already, at least wash your mouth, gurgle, or whatever if you are very ill and throwing up. Okay? At the very bare minimum, that's self-care. You're like, nope, up. I'm not going to waste my words. And you get up and you do that, okay? You're not going to worry about frustration. You know, no. You just do that. But, so I brushed my teeth, tongue, all of that, gurgled, but I couldn't handle the mintiness just because I'm still in that transition point. So what do you want to tell me? 3 cards in. What else do you want to tell me, my divine panel? What should I know right now while I'm getting better? A 5 of Cups. So this is goodbye. This is making proper goodbyes, okay? This is knowing how to, you know, when you work the floor, you're making rounds, let's say you're a greeter, you're a hostess, etc. Whether that's on a personal level within your own, under your roof, or hired to do so, or like a special event, your bride and groom, or whatever, you're making your rounds. This is knowing how to, that's probably the properest, the most proper way of explaining that. Like, if it's a formal engagement that deserves respect, and accountability and response, it's moving about like you just won something great. You just celebrated something great and are amidst that. So, it's putting on your best, basically, making those rounds. And I don't think anybody planning for, let's say, a wedding or a huge engagement is fixed on like, oh, we have to make everybody happy. I mean, you know, how many times have people said that or thought that, felt that, that's their MO. Like, that's just, you're just asking for a breaking point, my darling. So, 5 of Cups. It's making those rounds and knowing when to step away, how to step away. And the most, I guess, classy isn't the word, because we're not trying to, it's not for the effects of being classy. It's not, the intention is conducting oneself with gratitude. That's a Marie Kondo way of closure. So thank you. Goodbye. I hope you enjoy your time with your with the rest of the festivities, and moving on. So that's what that is. This is very nice. This is like walking, moving forward with a light step. You see what I'm seeing here in your learnings, Tina? Not every goodbye has to be a door slam, is what it's saying. And you can see that here. It's clarity within the card. It's all skies here. I'm hearing, even though it's not as vivid here, it's this is more like an aqua color. I'm hearing, I think it's called Mr. Blue Skies. It's by Weezer. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. Yes, definitely. That's what that is. This is kind of like, I also, oh, I got the chills. Yeah, this is Hekate coming forward as well, like lending me her torch. I know this is a banner, but it's also, what it's showing me is like it's smoke, you know, encircling me. So I have Hekate here to assist in my transits. How beautiful is that? That made me cry. That made me cry for a second. That realization. Anything else you want to tell me? Let's move that bread over to the side because it's stick in the trash now. Ooh, this is the Ace of Swords. 100% she is here. Just know that, Tina, for peace of mind. This is what fell on my you know, my container of my what do you call it? My supplies bin. It's a 10 of Cups. So, you know, just know you have this stuff coming to you. Wonderful, like realms of happiness. It's bliss. My senses are so heightened that with each napkin that I have left here, like folded after using to like like instead of a paper plate, I'll use a folded like paper towel and have my snacks. So I have 2 or 3 folded here, and so I can smell the things that I ate. Like the last one obviously was bread, so I thought the bread was going to carry over on top of this other one, and it's chocolate. It's chocolate. Some kind of treat with chocolate. That's what I saw. Anyway, this is wonderful. Like, to get those 2 cards, you're getting like the supreme version of mind in order, and heart. So nothing is and they're both from the minor arcana, which is surprising to see because this is like Archangel Michael's sword as well. Yeah, it's protecting me while I walk through. What is it? The valley. The Valley of Shadows. Something. What is that thing that they? Darn it! Even Tupac knows it. Valley of the Shadow. It's a prayer, isn't it? Holy smokes! I'm so sorry. I don't remember, but it's that. Okay. You got heart and mind in like the most supreme degree, like highest honors. Do you see that? Heart and mind. You don't have to worry about like, oh, am I thinking too much about this, or am I being too logical about my maneuvers, or am I being too heart based? Am I saying I feel too much, or does that take into account? Yes, it should. Heart and mind. You got it. It's wonderful. Closing chapters. And I've never seen this patterning before. I've never, so I'm in a definitely in a new vibe. In fact, look at this. This is like insane. Do you see how like the cards continue? Do you see how there's a formation of like a trunk that's rooting out? Yeah. Archangel Michael is there. Is here with me. You understand? Like, oh my God, that's crazy. You're crazy. So, really not to worry in your expeditions, Tina. Basically, they got me on the new vibe. In fact, I think maybe that's why I didn't take too much offense to this until like the latter half. Monday, holy smokes, 11/11 portal. And I thought I was going to be reading about that. But I figured if I missed it for any reason, this is before realizing that I was getting attacked. If I missed it for any reason, I can do an aftermath like, oh, so what did I take on that? What, what did we jazz up over here? And I'm not in the mood to do that. This is already kind of giving it, already dishing it. Yeah, so I think that there have been some silent upgrades and they just didn't want me to accidentally divulge too much, because I think in channeling, the sentience that comes here, the ones that visit and or protect me, sometimes I think, well, let's rewind back here for a second. The angels and my divine panel, I think they got things on point. I'm pretty sure they got shiz on point, okay? So I cannot overtell when it comes to them. However, the people that come on here, the energetics that come through to here while I'm channeling, my helpers, my protectors, etc., that come through to here, I think they don't I catch on to more than what they let on, what they realize, and I'm not that's just how it is. So there are some very select items that are super duper important not to divulge, and those are the things that I catch on to. But sometimes when I'm reading in my introverted like 7-year-old self, like just looking at things, trying to make sense out of the puzzle. That's all that I'm doing. That's where I am. So accidentally I will say things. Yeah, so there's that. I am where I am for a reason. And pairing up with the facts that, I don't control everything. And you can't win them all. I'm not too worried about the way I look right now. Like right now I can see like a bunch of frustration. Do you see? Like, holy smokes, it was so hard on me. Holy freaking moly. Shiz. Let me fix that. Oh my God. Oh, frick. That's how it's been for the past couple of days. That's Do you see that? I'm all hulked out right here. My third eye is all hulked out. What the frick? The heck? Anyway, let's turn on the light. Ooh, it's scary. This is the scary part. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be bright. If I can't handle it, if my eyes can't handle it, then I have to shut it off. But my ego can handle it. I'm pretty sure my ego can handle it. Did I get my snifflies out of the way? Hold on. Let me see. I'm kind of scared. My ego, can you take it? Let's see here. Oh, it's kind of bright. I like that better. That one's easier on me. Hold on for a second. It's hard getting to balancing this thing on here. You remember when I Love Lucy, when she was she wanted to be a showgirl so badly for one of Ricky's performances. It was her glamour moment, and it wasn't it was to kind of live out her ideal that she still got it, basically, and that she could, I don't know, well, the headpiece, it was old school showgirl, and so it was leaning off to the side constantly. That's what I feel like, so give me a sec. Where's my other elephant? It must have fallen down. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so, what was I gonna tell you? Oh, that feels a lot better. Oh, okay, so there was this one mirror that I had, and I was told about feng shui and spirits and all this stuff, you know, so collectively, I positioned my mirrors, with a little bit of wiggle room, right? Excuse me. See those, like, big burps that come along and they're kind of like empty on the inside? It's kind of like burping, yeah, a baby almost, but it's there's a lot more exhaust that comes off, like stagnant air. You'll know what I'm talking about if you know, or if you come to find out, but it's okay if you don't. So, what was I gonna tell you about that? Oh yeah. So when I got up and I felt better, I was like, I intuitively was told certain things, like what to eat, when to have it, how many. It's just the craziest thing. I don't know who's helping me, but anyway, other than feeling the wonderful, like, tinglies from from the angels, I'd it feels weird telling you these things, but for those that have the chance at practicing it, when they need help, holy smokes, it's so comforting. It's not just comforting, like, for the heart, but physically, you feel freaking shiz ton better. So anyway, I was intuitively told to put one of these mirrors down, and that is exactly, it was an instantaneous, like, throw up thing going on. That's, the first one was like a weak throw up. It was just like spit, you know? And I usually don't count that, except for I'm stronger now. But, this time, yeah, it was instantaneous. That's how I know somebody was trying to attack through portals of mirrors, trying to get through energetically. So that probably fucked them up because of what I did with that. Anyway, none of my business. What do you want to tell me, my divine panel? This is extroverted. It is the Knight of Pentacles. Extroverted, yeah. Something's being delivered on its way over there. But at the same time, something that I have received. What is this? Awareness. cocoon status. And then what is this? 10 of Swords. Holy smokes! This is whatever's going back to them. It is going to, it's like missile. It's like a missile. It is encased, it is wrapped, it is specially customized. It can make no mistake. This is non-transferable shiz. And no return to senders. It's going straight to the motherfuckers. You see? You see? This is my assassin energy. Spiritual assassin energy. But that's what's happening. Other than that, I mean, what I've received, this is in reiteration of coming out of the cocoon, basically the breakthrough on the recipient end. Duh, holy smokes, we just started that, yeah. And you're just killing it, Tina. You're just killing it. And that comes through many realms of experience. This is the first time that I noticed this. Do you see those, like, those auric fields above this two-headed dragon? Three-headed dragon. Oh, this is the three-headed dog. Cerberus, something. The three-headed dog. Definitely. I forgot who the keeper is. Who the keeper is of that. But this is coming through realms of experience. This mastery. And this person looks like it's a witch doctor. Looks masculine. Could be female though still, like if this is an energetic. But the three-headed dragon, I didn't even, or dog, I didn't even, it could be dragon, because look at that tail. Anyway, I got that on my plate. Excellent, I'm killing it. No secret to the sauce is 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a collaborative effort. When I see the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I think generally it's called like what do you call it? Shoot. Codependence. However, being that I work with a team of, like, I'm hearing assault rifles. You know, like, you know when they say that somebody does like a banging job, or like straight shooter, there's something about like assault rifles. What is, they're basically personifying the energetics around me. You know what I mean? That's sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I felt the chills on my arms again. And there's no breeze here. My fan is going on exhaust. So, I know. What do I need to know right now? Well, I am getting better. These two wanted to come through. So, it is the Death card in reverse and 2 of Swords. So, indeed, while I was getting better, instead of saying that I was sick or not feeling well or whatever, we're accentuating the part that matters most. And this is being blocked off to give some added thought, some meditation. Sometimes I can say, like, straight up meditation, I don't always engage in that shit, you know, like sitting silent in a room, arms crossed, you know, legs screen, that whole bit, okay? Part of this, what I'm doing here, is a meditation exercise, okay? But like, I will have to say that. I'll definitely say that, because meditation is not always like the blankness of, how do I say it? It's not conducted in utter silence. Of course, you're supposed to silence certain thoughts or whatnot, but channeling, you're getting the information, you're receiving, you're involved in that, like the like just being a messenger on that note. So it's not 100% all the things that I'm thinking. I will preface anything that I'm thinking up front, rather than what's being pulled. So this is definitely saying that there's transformation in order. Something is, I wouldn't say that this is loading, because this is, yeah, these past couple of days, this is kind of like a surprise, like loading. Yeah, I feel like this transformation called for a block, like temporary block, while, you know, let's say construction or whatever. You don't have to give, like, you know, those cones, when something is like an area is blocked off, it doesn't always like have a sign as to why it's blocked off. So there's something like an emergency, like shut off valve kind of thing, where just not receiving, like just blocked off on that note, with the intention of packing, of like getting prepared before the transit. That's 100% what that's saying. That's why I mean, swords usually means, hold on, how do I say it? For me, because I source Minecraft and the logic of things, like wood is not stronger than swords. So, and wood is very basic. You can find it. You don't have to like hammer. You don't have to create it. It's there. So, I would say for me, wood is, looking at time, is days, and swords are months. But I mean, not months, but swords are weeks. But it's actually the other way around. When you look at, I think it's the Golden Dawn that teaches that swords are days and wood is weeks. So if we're looking at that, that's definitely what we're going with here. I don't know why I'm so fixed and stubborn in thinking that way, because that's what makes sense to me. Like, wood should be days. But they're telling me here, sword is days here, if we're just looking at the past 2 days. Because that's what we've been talking about. Shoot. What are they talking about now? I don't know. Like, this reading alone isn't gonna fixate me to say, like, oh, yep, swords is definitely whatever they said. No. This is the Chaos Magic Intuitive Reader special here, with 20% battery, or, yeah, 20% battery. That's what it looks like here. Whatever. But this is a good explanation of the most immediate form of, like, what's going on. Okay. Anything else that you want to tell me that I need to know right now while getting better in this, like, what, Authorizing Officer Tuesday now? 3 of Pentacles in reverse and 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This is definitely 100% out of commission. This is whatever was just whatever was just said was correct on this, because you see the orange balloon. Like, I wanted to say something about it, but there was no cards that were leading up to it. Like this is not the destination point. This is just like the drop off to the destination. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Because look at the coloring. Look at the coloring. These are both work related, partnership related. This is putting, what is it? This is mastery of arts, of practice, etc. And 3 of Pentacles here is with the lion and the black mask here. This is massive in this opportunity. Collectively speaking, this is the Ace of Pentacles, adding up to 11. This is a huge partnership and a huge engagement. You see, this is basically like the Fool card heralding out, you know. So there's something about that here. These are 2 very abundant cards. Again, I may have seen this one other time, maybe through another deck, the collab of this, but I don't really think so. So this is something very special. So when, like, you don't need to put in any additional work right now, Tina, and there's something boiling underneath the surface. I don't even think it's boiling. It's just like, this is a legit out of commission type of energy. So don't be hard on yourself if if certain things on your task list are not yet crossed off, because they are very simple once you address them. I know this for a fact. I should have taken care of it a week ago, but I think the anxieties of what that might entail were hovering over me. And then it became procrastination. But I think it was more so anxieties. That's what causes it, right? Anyway, that's in order. Like I think I don't know, what is this relating to though for me? What do I need to know right now? This is something that with regards to what I've already inputted. Okay. Like part of me, hold on. Knight of Cups, okay. Admire. This is like the romance part of it, but can I tell them the rest of it? Frick, hold on. Let's see. 7 of Pentacles. They said just wait. Somebody's coming through for me. That's legit. I don't know if I can say anything more about the rationale of why it's legit. King of Cups in reverse. The Moon card, for sure. Okay, yeah, something's coming through. I know it. I'm not supposed to say anything about it, and that's that. There's something else that I wanted to tell you, but yeah, this is something about kicking up dust, like something is, it might look hazy a little around while waiting, but that just means things are moving quickly. Like something is, you know, when a horse kicks up dust, it's kind of like that. That's what that's saying. Okay, I think I need to go back to bed and stuff, but that's what it's showing me here. The full moon card has made a presence. Something is obviously in manifestation. Authorizing Officer Tuesday. I have Archangel Raphael here to help me and assist while I'm in the waiting period. That is the cup energy. That is definitely replenishment. In the lobby, that's what they're saying. So things are going according to plan, even with the hiccups. Okay. I like it. Anything more? King of Swords in reverse. So Archangel Michael also undercover assisting me. Yeah, definitely. With solid reasoning too. Archangel Michael, is there anything else that you'd like to say on this? So, like, I'll call in multiples to ensure that certain realms of protection are covered. And when things get to this level of being bedridden and the aggravations, like that's a violent energy. To coerce someone from a distance to throw up, like I didn't do anything. I didn't eat anything that was like weird or whatever. I didn't do anything that was irresponsible to engage in that behavior. And I stayed bedridden, and anytime that I think there were 2 portions where I did feel a bit better. I was in my now moment, and I scoped my room, and I was like, holy shiz, if I was a stranger, I would be like, this person is either really ill or you know, has some things to figure out. And so I started one by one. This is when I was going to do a reading earlier for the 1111 portal, but I was like, hey, let me do these things first. And I did them, so I never did the reading. And I just went to sleep. I was like, maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's all that I needed. Was just to refocus on what I need. And it's not always like hashing things out. Oh, this is lovely. This is the Two of Cups accentuated. It fell on my post-it note box thing. These are even, I wouldn't say so much as casual, but these are good bonds. These are good connections that I have with the world. I don't have to use a baseline of what everyone else's formula is. I have my own, I guess, chemistry with the world when I make those relationships. You know how that's lovely. Okay. So overall, the feelings on this are, they're good. They're giving. Yeah. You know, I was a little, I don't want to go political. I don't want to go political on this. I mean, if I'm meant to, I mean, I should have immunity. I mean, that's the essence of being in America, right? And freedom of speech with no penalty, no recourse on that. I I will have to say, do I have to say anything on that? I recognize that there are differences in opinion, therefore perspective, therefore experiences in life. So I can respect that. What I do not respect are the energetics that flip-flop, that strategically place themselves in like an opportunist setting. It's how do I say it? I just do not agree when the power of your word, your say, etc., is abused. You know, is very it's very much for the self. I've lost respect, or it has at least diminished in some aspect with what I've seen thus far. And you know, it's absolutely their prerogative to make those choices. But it also tells me a lot about the make or break, the, what do you call it? The Five of Cups energy. How to say goodbye, how to step away from energetics without like having a complete explosion, you know? And so it's determining who, how close people can get to me. Who are they? And just giving time and space also. This is a very good learning opportunity. Not all is wasted. With seeing how people change their stance, in, I don't really know what to say about that. Again, there are many stories in between as to why. So I'm going to give it breathing room on that, but for my sake, I feel like it's just important to further observe. In fact, what fell down? Eight of Swords. Yeah, so it's like kind of like stuck in all of that, and knowing that I can get myself out. Yeah, so 100% in here, it's important for me to step away and distance those characters. And this is not a realm of like penalty. The decision is based on me not wanting to get caught in the crossfire of whatever that entails. Like, I'm no longer going to support or endorse or whatever a certain energetic as much as I used to. Let's say that. Let's start with that. Just because I feel as though it doesn't make sense. Let's just put it that way, okay? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah. No. Yeah. I want to get a clarifying card for that before I close out, okay? So, my divine panel, what do you want to say about that? That one. Ace of Wands in reverse. So, so there's creation, and then there's a breakdown of creation. And it's just knowing that I'm gonna have to hold my power to my, knowing the constructs and the decomposition of how life actually happens organically. It's understanding the formula for decomposition enough to be able to step away and say, hey, you're not going to poison my creative energies because of how you're being, what choices you're deliberately making in life. So I'm going to pull out, and I'm going to hold to myself. Yeah. I'm going to figure out, and I know that the divine, the multiverse is going to support me in those endeavors, because that type of energetic and flip-flopping or doing whatever, like, I don't need any additional realms of instability in my life, okay? On a core energetic system of values, I aspire to work beyond survival mode, and those that are on my team, I would hope they would engage in the same. So that is definitely why I know that I will be further supported. Yeah, that's what they're telling me on that. All right, final piece before I go on this, before I leave this reading. Knight of Wands in reverse. So, sometimes, when you stand alone on that, then that's fine. Sometimes it's very, very purposeful. Sometimes looking at this and pulling back and retreat and saving your own energy is knowing that these three cups here coming from the divine, like in a waterfall type of essence, it's like, this is Eight of Swords, like kind of being semi-stuck, right? But you have the gears in motion and you can get yourself out of there, so you're not like a sitting duck, right? Taking the brunt of things. Even like, I don't think that the people know that what their effects are like when put in a high position and making decisions like that. So This is looking at the big like waterfall type of energy, what should actually come through. And so there's again a notation of a huge breakthrough there. So sometimes when you stand alone, you gotta have the confidence in yourself on this, that you size things up correctly, in your both from your experiences as well as observing the landscape. Oh, now we got 10% battery on that. Yeah, because like either I'm beyond my time in capturing this particular energetic and embodying that, like what do you, putting it in the playbook basically. That's beyond my time for this particular phase or era. Yeah, so yeah, because you know what, I should feel like very ill right now compared to how I felt. Like there's nothing drastic that I did between here and there other than closing out that mirror and doing this particular reading. You know what I mean? Like I feel a shiz ton better. I could go on for at least another half hour to an hour before I get tired again. But I'm not gonna do that because I don't feel like it. So, bottom of the deck is, this is strength. That's so crazy good. That's crazy good. You know, the elf on the shelf, where are they? It's right there. Right there. Totally, for a second, I thought it was the start of December rather than the November, but that's what it's showing me. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce is multiple choice question answered. So easy. So easy. Okay. Now, what are my 3 takeaways here? I worry that if I do a takeaway for anyone who's over here, that might open up the half hour, an hour, and I feel a lot better now. So, oh, what I was going to do was a set of free readings. And that's what yesterday was all about. I was just gonna go on here really quickly and then just give quick notice that anybody that has the Twitch, I will do free readings for. And those are basically super separate identities. And so the only hindrance would be if Spirit said absolutely not. And so, yeah, I was gonna do that, but they said no, not right now. Use this time for yourself. I'm gonna have to, like, what is it when you go like mercy? That type of energy. That's it. That's what they were doing. You know, like playing these little childhood games with me. Anyway, what are my 3 takeaways? 6 of Swords. It is finding your calm and chill without being provoked to do so. I feel like that's true. Takeaway number 2 is 10 of Wands in reverse. Release the burdens. Don't add any more on your plate right now, Tina. Take care of those things and then feel the peace of executing those without anything else in the interim that's like being shoved down your throat. Okay? That's what you're doing. You're pacing yourself. Okay? Third takeaway. 6 of Wands in reverse, pending victory. And this is an absolute decision that was made by the ultimate divine. You know how I know that? It's because the last 2 takeaways are tied together like choo-choo, the caboose. It's 16, like a blast of the caboose, because 16 in the major arcana is the Tower moment. So that's a huge, like, boost right there. That's a lot of firepower right there, and that's the 6 of Wands, meaning victory. So the caboose is Yeah, that's what they're saying. 100%. This is hidden in here. The love for self, like knowing that you're part of the equation in making something and producing something, because in between, struck in the middle, is that firepower. So it's master number 66 here, with what appears to be the most combative energies. You know, combative suits anyway. I have to charge this, so can I still do it here? Kind of. Yeah. Here, let's do it. Let's put there. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I feel a lot better. Okay. I feel like I need to get one more card here. Let's grab one from here. Let's see. All right. Pieces of advice. This is authorizing Officer Tuesday, just for now. It's Tuesday. What do you want to tell me? King of Pentacles in reverse. Why is it like that? Eight of Swords. So someone's stuck in a predicament. Someone's stuck in a predicament. And I feel like this is an external energy, like someone has something to decide. So maybe maybe it's just going to be like an as-is assessment type of thing. Like if I didn't assess well, then I'm not going to get whatever it is I was being assessed for. You know, before, when I was being assessed, I would take it to heart because signs clearly showed that people were just being nosy and wanted to get into the specifics of my history. But this particular time, I don't know if I would be defensive about it. I just know I have a lot of like big sibling type of support in the big leagues, like more than the elites, the greats, you know, the very, 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 very best of the divine. So if for some reason I don't get this particular thing, I'm just talking out loud, then I'm not going to cast anything on these people. I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to do any of that. You know, the divine will figure out something else for me. And if there's any punishment, then they'll go ahead and deem it fit. I don't need to be part of that crew for every single case study, you know? Let me just see here. Let's get a clarifier for that now that I've divulged what I've divulged. Ace of Cups. No, they're like, Tina, you win. It'll be a refresher either way, like a good one, okay? Oh, the jackpot of the gush, the stream of the Three of Cups hidden right here, because I'm like, I'm not sticking around for that. Again, Eight of Swords is depicted here, is very different from the Eight of Swords depicted here. You know what I mean? So, just looking at that, that's the gush of that waterfall. It's catching that. So, again, no need to worry right now. You are getting better, and we can just fixate on that. And sometimes, like, the answer is already within the question, you know? While I'm getting better, what do I need to know? That I am getting better. Very, very, very nice. I like it. I like it. And I think it's a shout out to those that are dealing with things that put them, you know, like out of commission in bed, like diagnosed with things like uh-oh, it got a little blunt off of that when it dropped, I think. But anyway, yeah, the point is a little chiseled a bit, but that's okay, not to worry about it. People who are just kind of incapacitated, I don't purely believe that it's a punishment. should I say something? Should I say something? Let me see here. Where is that? Oh, I guess I'll pull it from here. Were those my own thoughts, or was that download? Eight of Pentacles. It's I feel like, you know, the people that were workaholics from way back when, past lives, etc. This is kind of like a different kind of committed energy. So when reincarnation comes about, you're like, hey, I'd like to opt in to like settle down, you know, and not do so much. I want to live the reverse life of this workaholic attitude. Or sometimes maybe people are workaholics, but they stepped on every foot along the way, and, you know, they were very brutal in their efforts to become the very best. So in the next life, they were either cautioned and or opted in to take on a more incapacitated role. And again, I don't believe it's a punishment, but just to add to the perspective and to facilitate growth for that particular individual as well as the all. So it's looking at, like for my instance, it got me pretty sad thinking about, let's say people who are kind of like diagnosed with cancer, and they are bound to basically their bed. So it's, how do I say it? Some people opt into the next life like that to serve as good reminders of what to be grateful for. And a lot of the inspiration of where, of like the definitions of happiness can come from those places too. Yeah. So that's what I heard. That's what I got from that. Yeah, okay. I think that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally, if not. Oh yeah, you could see it. Oh my gosh, dry lips. Like, have they peeled like that in a long time? Anyway, abundantly, and thank you. I just peeled my lip. I have to do it. I have to. Oh, don't bleed. Don't bleed. I made it worse, didn't I? Did I? All right. Sorry, I was just being me. Okay. I'm not sorry. Okay. I call back all my power, energy, essence, gift, strength. From those that cast, generate, call upon, bring, magnify, multiply, and or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, entity, thought form, pattern, energetic, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for refortification. Me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, no attachments, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.